Hi there, Jen Roque here from StampCampWithJen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and don't forget to invite your crafty friends to join right along with us. So today I have a very fun treat box that you guys are gonna love. If you watched my September through December mini catalog sneak peek video that I did with my mom a couple months ago, she shared this adorable box that she made, and I finally got the directions from her. So it's a little late for Halloween, which is the version she did. So I came up with a Christmas version to kind of get you kick-started on your Christmas crafting. I know a lot of people are doing craft shows right now, getting ready for the holiday season, and this would be a really cool addition to any craft show display, any products that you're trying to sell for Christmas, or it'd just be great for a Christmas party or giving your neighbors something fun for Christmas. So as you join, please say hello and let us know where you're watching from. I love seeing where you guys are from. We've got people that come on from South Dakota, Washington State, California, all over the place. It's really cool to see that. So all right, well, I am going to go ahead and flip the camera around while I wait for you guys to join a little bit, and we'll go over a few things. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. My daughter and my granddaughter actually came over for the weekend, and we had a blast. My mom and my sisters were here last week. We went to Halloween Horror Nights. I shared some of those pictures with you guys. That was so much fun. It's really crowded, but it's really fun. We went and walked through some haunted houses, got to ride some rides. Because most people are there for the haunted houses, you can get on the rides really quickly, a lot quicker than you normally can. So that was pretty cool. But it was a lot of fun. We were out super late. I don't think we got home until 2 in the morning. The next morning we were all beat after that, but it was a lot of fun. And then, like I said, they left Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, my daughter and my granddaughter were here, and we had a blast. My granddaughter wanted to go swimming, but even though it's Florida and it's still pretty warm, the pool wasn't very warm. She was in there for about 5 minutes before she got out. She was like, "It's too cold." But we had a lot of fun. It was really nice to spend time with family over the weekend. And my husband and I said, the house feels so empty now after having all these people over. It's so weird just being me and Matt and Ethan. But all right, well, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around, and we're gonna go over a couple things, and then I will share our project for today. It's gonna be so cool. All right, so we're almost at the end of October. Can you guys believe it? It is Halloween tomorrow. It just seemed like it flew by. So today, I sent out an email. So today and tomorrow, I have a little shopping special going on. So if you place at least a $25 order in my online store and use my host code, I will send you a surprise embellishment. That's today and tomorrow. It expires at midnight on Halloween. So all you have to do is use that host code and shop with me. If your order is over $150, don't use the host code. Just enjoy your Stampin' Rewards, and you'll still get a free embellishment too. So it's a nice little Halloween treat. No tricks, just treats. And then when you place an order with me, anytime, any size order, you get what I call Happy Mail. So at the beginning of November, I will send anybody who's ordered with me in October, I'll send you a little surprise card kit, and then we do a what I call my customer appreciation stamping event. It's usually on a Friday, and you'll pull out your card kit and you can craft along with me. It's just a cool way to maybe learn a new fun fold or play with some new products that maybe you don't have already. We've been doing it for a couple months now, and everybody seems to really like it. So, like I said, by tomorrow, if you place an order with me, any size, I will send you a surprise card kit in the mail, okay? By the end of Halloween. So this offer also ends tomorrow, the 35th anniversary join offer to become a demonstrator. This is honestly an awesome deal. You can get 35% off the cost of your starter kit or add 35% more product to your starter kit. And again, this ends on October 31st. So just to give you an idea, you can pay, if you get the 35% off, you only pay $64.35. You get that starter kit savings. You get to be registered for On Stage at Home, which is a demonstrator exclusive crafting event. Normally you would have to pay $77, but you'll be automatically enrolled in that for free. So that's a really good deal, which in turn you'll be able to order some products from the January through April mini catalog as well. When you become a demonstrator, you'll automatically be able to order this new bee suite that's coming out. It's super cute. I have that actually. Let me show it to you real quick. So this paper, hold on. Where'd the rest of it go? There's a stamp set. And then, where my punch went? Oh, here it is. I haven't even taken the punch out of the packaging. So this new suite, it has this adorable stamp set. This is what you'll be able to order when you become a demonstrator, because you'll be automatically enrolled in that On Stage event, and people that are enrolled in On Stage can order this suite. It's got this adorable stamp set and this bundle and this punch. Ooh, this is all oiled up. I have to wipe that off. But this goes with that stamp set. It's super cute. And I've heard people say, oh, that body could be like a conversation bubble. You know, that would be really cute. Hi, Kay. Thanks for watching. Ooh, I need to wipe that down. They oiled that up really good to make sure that punch is going to work. And then it comes with these cute little embellishments and this red ribbon here. It's a Sweet Sorbet ribbon. And these pillow boxes and this gorgeous paper, which I haven't even opened yet. Let's look at this. It's always fun to see new stuff, right? Now, of course, if you don't become a demonstrator, you will be able to order this stuff when the January through April mini catalog comes out. This is in that catalog. But if you can't wait because it's super cute, you can just go ahead and become a demonstrator and be able to order this right away. Look at that. So pretty. I love this. And I'm sure you've probably seen other demonstrators make projects with this. I've already seen quite a few. It's super, super cute. I'm already excited about it. And my mom, all of the grandkids call her Bee. So as soon as I saw this, I knew she was going to go nuts for it, and she loves it. I think she ordered it too. Didn't you, Mom? Just opening your box. Oh, it's so cute. Love it. And then this one with the flowers. I love all the bright colors. Ooh, and some stripes. And more bees. And a little honeycomb on the back. Oh, it was in your box. Yep. I love this. So again, if you become a demonstrator and join with that awesome starter kit promotion that's going on right now, this suite is something you'll be able to order. This is from that January through April mini catalog, and you won't be able to order it until January unless you become a demonstrator, and you'll be able to order it right away. It's super, super cute. All right, and then you also get free shipping, a free paper pumpkin kit. It's just a previous paper pumpkin kit. They just kind of pick one at random. And then you get free business supplies. So again, you can either pay $64.35, get that 35% off and pay that, or get 35% more than you normally do and only pay $99. And if you look at the breakdown, you're saving over $200 no matter which option you choose. So that's a great deal. So if you're thinking about it, like I said, midnight on Halloween, that's when that offer ends. So if you want to do that and you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about it, okay? All right, and then coming next month, we have some online exclusives that are going to be released. November 7th is when they're going to be released. Demonstrators have been able to see some of them, but there's going to be even more products released on November 7th to everybody. So be sure to check stampinup.com for that. And then those of you that shop with me, I now offer a digital rewards card. You can sign up for this and add it to your phone, and you easily track your rewards on your phone. An important thing is when you sign up, after you fill out the form to sign up, you need to hit in the top right-hand corner, it says add, and that will add it to your digital wallet on your phone. A lot of people forget to do that step and then they can't find it in their phone. So hit that add in the top right-hand corner to add it to your digital wallet, and then you'll have it in there. It just makes tracking your rewards super easy. All right, so that's all the updates I have for today. Now let's get into the project. So this is the box that my mom shared before. Super cute. She used the Tricks and Treats bundle for this. You open it up, it makes a little box. And it was funny, I asked her to bring it with her when she came to visit last week. And then, of course, we didn't get time to sit down and do it when she and my sisters were here. And so after she left, I was looking at it, and I'm like, how did you put this together? I actually had to call her because I didn't understand how she put it together, but I figured it out pretty quickly. So you use this die here that makes a bag, and I'm going to show you real quick. This is what I made. So this was my version of hers. So this is her cute Halloween version, and this is my Christmas version. Now, I will say I felt kind of silly because after I made this, I realized this paper is no longer available, which is kind of a bummer. This is the Shining Christmas DSP that was on the online exclusives, and unfortunately, it's no longer available. It's sold out. So just use some cute Christmas paper that you have, and you can make it work. I was able to fit 2 hot cocoa packs in here. So that could be really cute for craft shows. I was able to just kind of fold them in half and tuck them in, no problem. So I just have 2 standard size hot cocoa packs. You could put candy, money, all kinds of stuff in there, I'm sure. Chapstick. Sky's the limit. It's a pretty big box. I think it's 1 by 3 by 4. So it's pretty big. You can put a lot in here. So it's 1 inch wide by, or 1 inch deep, 3 inch wide by 4 inch tall is how big that box is. It's pretty big. Okay, so let me show you real quick. So I already cut these panels out, and when I post, when you see this post on my blog, I have a picture tutorial for this too, for how to make these. So this is not how they normally come. Obviously, when you die cut this out, you don't get these extra little pieces up here. Excuse me, so how do you make that? Let me show you real fast. So what we're gonna do is, what I did was I took a piece of real red cardstock and I just cut it in half at 5.5 inches here, so that you have, 2 pieces. You'll need both pieces for this because you have one here, and one panel is out of one half, one panel is out of the other half. So you'll use most of a sheet of cardstock for this, okay? So to cut it, you're gonna take, let me see if I can move this so that you guys can see here. Okay. So the important thing with this, I'll zoom out a little bit. So on your cutting plate here, so you want to put your die cut down so you have a little bit of room at the top, because you're going to end up flipping this over and you're going to die cut there. So you don't want to put it all the way towards the end. You want a little bit of room on the top and the bottom so that However you end up cutting it, you have room for those little flaps, okay? And then what you need to do with this top piece here is you need to line it up so that your cutting plate doesn't go all the way to the end of the die, because if it covers this part of the die, it's going to cut it off, and you don't want to do that. So you just want to line it up so that cutting plate is right below where that part of the die is, okay? And then we're going to run it through our die cutting machine. I'm just going to do this once to show you on this video how it works, okay? And if it slides out a little bit, it's okay. You don't need it to cut all the way. Mine didn't cut all the way to the end because my plate slid out a little bit. So now, as you can see, I've got this piece. It's not cut all the way, right? It's kind of flimsy. So what you want to do is you actually want to flip it over, and then you want to line it up so that this piece on the side lines up with the piece that you've cut already. And see, now we needed that top space to cut out these panels here. This part is going to cut up here. Okay, so you're just going to line this up right next to where you die cut already. And you should be able to feel it a little bit, kind of get an idea. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay if it doesn't line up perfectly, because it's just going to be a box in the end. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put that cutting plate right below that flat edge there, okay? And then you're going to slide it in so that it can cut that other side. Okay. And now what you have is the piece that we need. How cool is that? And like I said, mine's not perfect. It's got some pieces that didn't cut straight. That's not a problem. You just take your scissors and snip them off. Nobody's going to be able to tell. Okay, so that's how we made that little panel. And you do the same thing with another piece, okay? All right. So that's how you make those panels. Excuse me. And then put this back before I lose it, because if I don't, I always set things down and then I go, oh, I'll remember where that is. And then 2 seconds later, I can't find it. And it's hiding in plain sight. That's usually how it works for me. So that's how you make that panel. And like I said, when you go back and look at my blog post, I have a picture tutorial that explains that too, okay? And again, if it doesn't line up perfectly, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. So we're just going to fold on all of our score lines here. Some people might say, oh, it's a little too fussy. That's fine if it's a little too fussy for you. I thought it was a cool little trick that she came up with. So thanks, Mom. You're so crafty. And she is a demonstrator on my team as well. I finally convinced her. I've been wearing her down for years, trying to get her to become a demonstrator on my team. And she finally did it. So now she gets to share all of her craftiness with everybody on the team. It's super fun. We all have a great time. All right, so we folded all those. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna line this up so it's like a big long piece like that. We have all of the flaps going in the same direction. So what I did was I took some liquid glue. I just put a little bit on the side flap here. And then we're just gonna line that up and glue it down. And I like to use liquid glue for this to give me that, what I call it, wiggle time, a wiggle room, a wiggle time. Just make sure everything's lined up, okay? And then wherever your front is gonna be, I had a piece, here it is. So I have a piece, that Shining Christmas DSP. I can see why it sold out really quickly. It's got like a foil side on one side of each piece, and this is really cool. So this is 2 7/8 by 4, and I'm gonna glue that down to wherever my front is gonna be, which I'm gonna say that is what it's gonna be. And again, I'm gonna use my liquid glue, so I have that wiggle time. It seriously reminds me of like a kid's show. Wiggle time, wiggle time. Get your wiggles out. All right. This is just what I need to get me in the Christmas spirit. I have my in-person Christmas card buffet this weekend, and I'm going to be in Christmas mode all week this week, cutting kits, getting ready for it. It's going to be fun. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to close up the box this way, and I'm going to take that little flap and adhere it behind here, and that'll be the front. So we're just going to, again, put a little bit of liquid glue here. And if it's how it should be, you should just be able to lay it flat if it's lined up properly. You can just lay it flat like that and then kind of pop it in place. And then just use your fingers to wiggle it if it's off a little bit, but that looked like it was pretty good. All right, and then for the bottom, we're gonna fold those flaps in, fold the bottom, and then the top. We're gonna use some more liquid glue here. Glue that down. And then I like to take my bone folder and use that to kind of press the flaps from the inside to get everything in there nice and tight. Oh, and I put a little too much glue in there. It says glue on the bottom. It'll dry though. All right, so we'll let that dry for a second. I'll try. I'll put it down a little too far in there. That's okay. All right, now, oh, my fingers are all sticky now. So now to make the little flap here, we have this piece. So this is from the Nested Essentials dies, and we're just using the largest die. That's the size that we're using for that, okay? So the largest of the Nested Essentials, that little, I don't even know what shape that is. Hexagon, I guess. It's like a oblong hexagon. You're using the biggest one for that. So we're gonna fold this in half. And Mom, I'm not sure how you did this, but this is how I did it. I folded it in half. Okay. And you can also kind of get an idea by just laying it down. So you fold it in half, and that'll be on the front edge here. And then you just take the back end and kind of pinch it over, and that'll give you an idea about where it needs to go. It's not quite folded in half again, but pretty close. Pretty close. So I'm gonna use my bone folder to kind of press that down. And that's how you get it to go over like that, okay? And we're just gonna take liquid glue just for this little top section. You don't wanna do the whole thing. I'm just gonna do the little top section here. Maybe, because it's gonna go over that top lip, we can do a little bit on there too. But really you just need it on that little section right there. You don't wanna get it too far up because you don't wanna get it on that bottom panel. So that's good. So it's just over there, okay? Now, I do want to point out, if you use designer series paper, I noticed this with my mom. So she used this cute designer series paper. I think this was the Pop of Pink designer series paper that's retired now, but that's where she got this. And then underneath, you'll notice there's like a different color. So she stacked a piece of cardstock underneath the DSP to give it some more stability. So if you're using designer series paper, you're gonna need to layer them up like that so you have more stability for that flap, okay? That is the smart way to do it. Okay, so now we're gonna take a little Velcro dot, and I have my handy dandy 3/8 inch Velcro dots. I've had these forever. They've lasted me such a long time. You can get them at any craft store. I think I got mine at Michael's. And what I like to do is make sure that they're all, I think they come stuck together if I remember correctly, but you make sure they're stuck together. And then what you do is you cut one off at a time when they're stuck together like that. And you take one of the backings off because they have adhesive already on them. And what I do is I just stick it up here at the top, just like that. And you press it down really nice and tight. And then you take that backing off the back end and you close it where you want it to go. Whoops, mine's all wiggly for some reason. And then when you close it right there, now it's closed exactly where it needs to be. You notch the inside flap? What do you mean? What do you mean you notched it? I don't see. Oh, I just took one of your bones off. The bone stuck to my hand, sorry. Oh, yeah. She notched, that's what she's talking about, this little piece here. You can do a little tiny circle punch and do a notch on that too. I see what you're saying. I gotcha. But yeah, so that's how you close the box right there. You put that little Velcro piece on that. And this, again, it's a little 3/8 inch Velcro piece. It comes with 56 of them. So if you're doing them for a craft show or a party or something, you'll probably go through them a little bit faster. I use them for my Stamp Camp classes. So I've gone through them a little faster than I usually do, but I love these things. All right. So now for our little decoration here, we are going to use let me put this away. We're using this stamp set from the Gift of Giving stamp set. We're using this little stamp here. I picked it because of the peppermint with the peppermint background. And then I actually have a piece of thick basic white cardstock here because I used regular, but again, you kind of need that little bit of thickness for the stability. So I grabbed a thick piece here. So we're gonna stamp our sentiment on there. Right about here. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my Deckled Circles dies, which if you notice, my mom used Deckled Circles for hers too. She used hers for her moon, her crushed curry moon. Hers was the third smallest. And what I mean by that is from the smallest out. So 1, 2, 3. And then for mine, I use the 6th smallest. So from the smallest out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the size that we need for our little cup here. Right there. Okay, so I've got my mini machine. I might have to cut this down a little bit to fit in here. Or I might just do it on my big one real quick. So that's not gonna fit. Nope. Oh well. I'll grab that big machine I have out. And then platform. This is the old Big Shot, and I do have the magnetic plate under it, but my magnetic plate, the magnets aren't polarized very well, and sometimes they shift around, so I get a little nervous about using it, but it did okay that time. Some of the magnets just aren't polarized like they need to be, and so if I put something down, it'll like wiggle around the plate, and it gets kind of annoying, but it did all right that time. So, all right, so then for these, we need Real Red, Old Olive, and Pumpkin Pie blends. So I'm going to use the dark Real Red here, and I'm going to use the fine tip and just do all those little holly berries. Very cute. And then for the candy cane, I'm going to do just like every other stripe. You can do it however you want to, but that's how it made sense in my head to do it that way. Some people are not big fans of coloring, so maybe this isn't your favorite thing, but I really like to color, so this is good for me. All right, and then for the cup, we're gonna use a little bit of that dark red on the handle here and a little bit on the edge of the cup. And this is how we're gonna kind of blend it and make it look a little shaded here. Because with the Stampin' Blends markers, they're alcohol based, and when you color over them with the lighter marker, it will pick up that dark color and kind of blend it together, which is really cool. So this is the light real red, and you just color over the darker one, over those dark lines to pick up that color and blend it together. You do the same thing here. And we're gonna be real careful going around here because we don't want to get those leaves. But again, I'm just gonna go over that dark and pick up some of that color and blend it together. And then I'm gonna pull out the brush tip and blend it even faster. Okay. Because I'm impatient, and if I can do it this way, I definitely will. There we go. And that just blends really nicely. And you're able to do it a little faster that way. If you're making a bunch of these for a craft show, you don't want it to take all day, right? You want it to be kind of quick. And then if it looks like it hasn't really blended, you can go over it a little bit and kind of pick up some of that color too, but it looks pretty good. All right, and then I'm using the dark old olive for all these little leaves here. Sometimes I'll blend leaves, but these are kind of small and I didn't want to get too fussy with them. So we're just gonna do dark old olive, and it kind of looks like that mossy meadow paper that we're using. So it's pretty close. I thought it matched pretty well. Okay. And then we'll use that pecan pie for our cookie, and then we'll be done coloring. So we're gonna take, let's see here. I'm gonna do a light pecan pie for most of the cookie, and then I'm gonna use the dark for where it looks like they're chocolate chips. I'm gonna color that. I can just color this whole thing actually, because we're gonna go over the dark spots there. And I'll just pick up in those chocolate chip areas. So do you say pecan or pecan? Everybody always tries to correct me and say it's pecan, not pecan, but I grew up in Georgia, and definitely everybody I've ever met from Georgia says pecan. So I always argue with people that it's pecan. That's where I grew up, and that's what we say down there. All right, and that's really all there is to it. There's not too much coloring. Okay, and then to put that together, we're just going to put some dimensionals on. We're gonna kind of center it on the front of our box here. That's how they say it in the South. That's right, Mom. See, you're learning. All right, so we're gonna take our dimensionals. And what I like to do is just kind of see about where we want it, and then I'll take it off and put one dimensional towards the top where it's gonna go, and kind of make like a little plus sign almost with our dimensionals. And that will hold it in place, like a little diamond, I guess. So just those 4 dimensionals are all you need. Right here. Oops. And then for the ribbon at the top, so these I believe are still in the online exclusives. It's the Real Red and Garden Green ribbon combo pack. So I took the Real Red ribbon, and I'm just gonna tie a little bow. Again, you don't have to do this if you don't like it. I know a lot of people don't like to tie bows. It might be too fussy. Find something else to put up there, or maybe just move the little circle up if you don't like to do that. That's not a problem. You do what you need to do. Do however you want. The big thing was just making sure you guys knew how to put this awesome box together that my mom made. Super cute. Thanks, Mom. And I will have, I know I didn't show you guys how to make her box, but I do have the supply list and like a little recipe, if you will, card recipe of the directions for how to put her box together, that's going out tomorrow on my blog too. And if you haven't yet, go to stampcampwithjen.com and sign up for my newsletter and to receive my blog posts directly to your inbox, and you'll never miss anything. It's awesome. All right, so I just added a little mini glue dot on the back, and we're just gonna put that bow right up there, and voila, there's my little Christmas spin on my mom's adorable box. It's so cute. Thanks, Mom. All right, guys, so before you go, I do have a little show and tell. I've gotten a lot of cards over the last couple weeks, and I brought those over here so I could show you all the beautiful cards I've gotten. So I don't know if I showed this one or not yet, so I pulled it out. I have a big kitchen island in my kitchen, and it's covered in cards right now. As you can see, I have all these beautiful cards. So I wanted to show these. My friend Mary that's on my team made this for me. I thought it was so pretty. She put a little Wink of Stella in all of the balloons. She made this for me when I found out that I earned the incentive trip to Mexico. So she sent this to me. That was very sweet. So she sent this probably like a month ago. So I may have shown this before, but I just wanted to point it out just in case I haven't. And since I mentioned it, I do have to say that the incentive trip is not something that every demonstrator earns. Less than 1% of demonstrators earn the incentive trip. Stampin' Up always asks me to mention that when I mention the incentive trip, but I am very excited. We're going to Mexico to an all-inclusive resort this year, and it's going to be awesome. My friend Carol made this for me. It's so pretty with this. It looks like, it's not quite silver, but it's really pretty. It's really nice with the contrast there. And then my friend Sue made this one. I really like all the colors in this. Very pretty. And then this is from my friend Mary Boltman. She sent this, and she also sent a cute, I forgot to grab it out of the pantry. So she sent this adorable box for Ethan with a bunch of like Halloween candy and stuff in it. It's very, very sweet. So, and then this is from Mary Grant as well. Very pretty card. A lot of talented ladies. And this, I think, is that new meadow paper that's coming out in the online exclusives. Very, very pretty. And this is from, I think, Leslie. Yep, my friend Leslie, who's also on my team. I've pretty much recruited most of my friends from Stamp Camp. And I have a lot of my friends that are on my team that talk their friends into coming too. This is very pretty. This is from my friend Linda Weiss. She made this card and sent it to us. Very pretty. And this is adorable with the doilies. This is from my friend Barb. She makes beautiful cards. I love this so much. You can see like the embossed background there too. This one is from, my friend Corey that's on my team. I love this card. It's so pretty. She did such a good job. And this is one of those like fun fold cards that opens up like that with the 3 panels. I thought this was so beautiful. Thanks, Corey. Very pretty. And then look at this fun Halloween card. So Leslie always sends holiday cards. It cracks me up. She sent me a St. Patrick's Day card, 4th of July card. She always sends holiday cards. And I just thought this was super cute. So this is from Leslie. She made this so cute. I love it. And then Mary Grant, once again, she sent me a little thank you card. I love that paper. And then she used little seashells that are all shimmery. She knows how much I like glitter. So she did a really good job. Thank you so much, Mary. I love this card, Mary Grant. And then this is another card from Corey. I just got this one and the one from Mary I got today in the mail. These are so pretty. I love the little witch boots. I think Corey knows that I like witches a lot. Can you guys tell? It's so cute. And then she's got like this black mesh behind it. It's really fun and festive. I really like it. So thanks, Corey. Very, very cute. All right, guys. Well, that's my show and tell pile for today. Lots of cool stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, all of these instructions will be on my blog at stampcampwithjen.com tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. If you're not a newsletter subscriber or you haven't signed up to receive my blog post by email, go ahead and do that. It just makes it so much easier for you when you sign up to get my blog posts sent to your inbox. All you have to do is sign up once, and then every time I post a new project on my website, you'll get it right in your email every time. It's so cool. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a great week. Like I said, I'm kicking off Christmas week here, getting ready for my Christmas card buffet. So there'll be lots of Christmas stuff going on, even though we're just wrapping up October. And then tomorrow we're doing a little Halloween movie marathon. Ethan's getting a little old for trick-or-treating, so he wanted to watch scary movies instead. So that's what we're doing. So I hope you guys have a great Halloween and you have a great week. And until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.